wasn't my position.
Well, now you can.
Taking me back to 2000.
As opposed to.
06, yeah, I got ordained. Whatever.
Un second.
What translate for you, right? Translate for you.
I was gonna say in English.
20. Five, 4, 3, 2.
Bonsoir, bonsoir encore, nous tournons back dans PaWoL I. PaWoL I, PaWoL I, PaWoL I. With us tonight, we have special guests. It's Pastor Sean Henry Scott Sr., all the way from Bluefield, West Virginia. Good evening, Pastor. How are you this evening?
I am fine.
Welcome to PaWoL I, meaning the Word,
Okay,
the Word of God. How you doing today?
doing good.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about you?
Well, I am, by the grace of God, I'll be 50 years old this year, so I've lived a little bit. I have a hard time making people believe that I'm 50 because God has really restored me and taken care of me through the years. Past 20 years, I've ordained and doing ministry, traveling, and in 2015 the Lord brought me to Florida where I met you in 2012.
Just can you tell us just how you met me? It was, I mean, just the way it happened, it was just, I don't know. Just go ahead, explain to us. Please.
Well, she had a ministry on 1901 Broadway, and I met some church folks on the internet who asked me was I interested in coming to Florida and doing ministry, and I said sure, because in Columbus, Ohio it was very cold, so it was an opportunity. It was October, so I came down for the weekend. They gave me a car to drive, and I drove and ended up on Singer Island Beach, which is not far from the ministry.
Yeah.
So on my way back from the beach, I pulled over to a place called Miami Subs because they had free Wi-Fi. And right across the parking lot, I saw a sign that said Valley of Love. And me being a minister, I walked in and I said, you know, do you need some help? I mean, who's in charge? And they pointed to a lady who was behind the desk, which was Biblo, and that's it. 7 years later, here we are.
Yes, and then he said, I promise you, I'll be back in 3 years, you said?
3 years.
You said, but most of the time people will come to me and say, I'll be back tomorrow. Never hear from them, never see them. People say, I'll be back next month. So when Pastor Sean said, I will be back in 3 years, I was like, right. I remember in 2015, I guess I went to New York at that time.
Right.
And then somebody called me and said, hey, there's a tall man here for you. I was like, who? Like, who's that tall man? Pastor Sean. I was like, who is he? And then he picked up the phone. Remember me? I said, no, I don't. But that was 3 years later. I was like, he said, remember me? I came back, this and that happened, and I told you. I said, oh yeah. I said, I'll be back. I said, just give me. I said, Pastor Sean, I'll be back in Florida probably in 3-4 days. And then I was like, yes. I said, finally somebody promised to do something, and he really did it. I was like, wow. And then I came back to Florida that time, and I'm telling you, me and Pastor Sean, we used to work so hard. Remember that?
12 hours a day.
12 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Feeding the poor, clothing the naked, breaking up fights, everything.
He used to say, go home, take a break.
Yeah.
Go home, come on now. It's 5 o'clock. I said, I can't help it. How can I help it? Go ahead. Pastor
So that's
Sean,
basically how I ended up here in Florida. I was praying and asking God to give me an opportunity because I did ministries in Ohio for 25 years. And in the wintertime there, obviously we had to shut down because I'm an outreach specialist. So I just prayed and asked God to give me an opportunity to come someplace where the weather was, so it was between Florida, California, and Texas. And Florida was closest to my children in Ohio, so, and that's, God confirmed this is where I was supposed to come, and that's how this journey has brought me. And so 4 years later, I'm still a snowbird. And they always try and get me to stay. I said, no, I leave, and I come back, and I leave, and I come back. Because when it's summertime there, I still operate ministries there. So it's just an opportunity to share the love of Jesus Christ from state to state. And I love the changes.
What's the name of your ministry again?
Team Jesus USA.
Team Jesus USA.
.com is the web.
Okay, so like how long have you been in business?
We got registered in the state of Ohio in the federal government in 2001.
Okay, oh wow, since 2001?
But God gave me the name in about 1995. Well, I registered in 2001.
Okay.
And since then, we've been traveling and preaching, and we got over 4,000 videos on YouTube. So, you know,
Wow, that's a lot.
document the things that we've done, and literally, you can see us going in crack house on Memphis. In Memphis, you can see us in the streets in New Orleans. You can see us doing prison ministry. It's all on there.
I know, and also I know, like we had a truck that said Team USA, and used to go out, right, and then feed people in the street.
Oh yeah.
And then also like free haircuts. You used to have a barber
Yeah, we
shop.
had 2 full service
You used to have
free
barber shop, right?
Yeah. I don't need one, but we had 2 full service barbershop and beauty shops where the people come in 2 times a month for a whole year.
Wow.
We had one on the north side, one on the west side, and all that stuff's on the internet too, where you can see that. You can see people coming in and people crying, women crying. You know how y'all feel about your hair.
Mm-hmm.
So ladies would come in there and literally be crying because they couldn't believe it. They was finally getting their hair done. You know, you're a homeless person who ain't had their hair done in Lord knows how long, and just crying, couldn't believe it. So God allowed us to have in our ministry to be able to have 2 full service. I mean, every perms, color, everything.
One for free?
Free. You can come 2
Come
times a
too?
month.
Wow.
Everything.
Twice a month you can
You
come?
can come twice a month for a whole year. By then you should be on your feet, but twice a month for a whole year.
Well, that's only twice a year, you
Like
said?
if you want to come, you can come 2 times in 1 month for an entire year.
Okay.
So basically, for a whole year, your hair shouldn't be messed up. No excuse. And they was getting jobs, and then we had a clothes pantry, so they can get clothes, get their hair done, and completely a makeover. There was no excuse. I took every excuse out of their, you know, while they couldn't get back on their feet. And everyone's like, well, how could you afford to do that? I'm like, look at the God we serve. I mean, we could have built a mega church with the money we had. We had a car lot. We did that. We had food carts that we pulled around. I just wanted to be different. I didn't want to do what everybody was doing.
Did you receive any help from the government or
No.
anything?
Uncle Sam ain't my uncle. He didn't give me nothing.
He didn't give you nothing?
He gave me grief.
Wow.
Yeah, now God made it. I got a 501c, but we've never had to. I mean, we got like hair products donated, but they had to donate it because it was chemicals, and they had to pay to get rid of it. So that was ecstatic. They was happy they had somebody to donate it to.
Exactly.
So everyone's like, how can you do free stuff? No, how can you do stuff where you charge? Because regular shops, they got to buy products. We got products for free. We had some, we couldn't take it no more. Our place was full of products in the back. Perm, shampoo, conditioners, all over the place. And so, you know, the cosmetologists, we allowed them to use the chair to do their own clients. Plus, they got clients from these people after the fact.
I can say, Pastor Sean, we serve a big God. We serve a big God, and every penny, every dollar belongs to Him. And once you're doing His work, He will take care of His job.
Yeah, I've been doing it for
He will
25
take
years.
care of- yes.
7 kids and 4 grandkids. He taking care of me.
Wow, and like with no job, right?
No, I ain't no job. I wouldn't
That's
do
what
12
you've been
hours.
doing.
I could do it working 12 hours a day with you.
With Valley of Love, oh my gosh.
Where am I going to work after that?
Exactly, I know. I mean, we used to work so hard.
9 to 5, and then leave there and feed the homeless in Phil Foster Park. And then I will make you go home after that.
You were
And then we
forced to
start
go
over
home.
the next day, next morning, start over
Yeah.
again. Then Saturday, church, breakfast, church, come back for the feedings, then go to the Phil Foster Park.
Yeah.
Then Sunday, we go pick up food again and
Yeah,
feed the
feed
dinner.
them. Yes.
Then the Bible studies, I mean, it was constant.
Yes, and we have all that online.
Oh yeah, we got pictures and videos.
A lot of
Get the
videos
radio
online.
station, all
Oh
of this
yes,
on
we
there.
did the radio too.
Yeah, with the radio, all that
Oh,
stuff.
God,
It was just
that's
nonstop.
Wow.
Everybody's like, man, Well, that's what God did. That's what I do. People say, how are you full-time ministry? So I don't have time for anything else.
That's right, amen.
So, you know, I believe that's what he created me for. I can't speak for nobody else, but that's what he created me for. I would rather work for the Lord than work for anybody. I mean, I'm in Florida. I took 4 cruises the first year, 5 cruises the next year, and they're like, how are you on cruises? I'm like, you don't think God takes care of his people?
Yeah, God take care of his people. I'm
Yeah, I
telling
didn't
you,
pay
man.
1 cent for none of the cruises.
Yes, that's the kind of God we serve. We serve a big God.
I don't know how I ever worked. You know, worked for hours. That was. I'm worth more than $25 an hour. My time is worth more than any amount of money. And once I got the concept, when Jesus told them to come follow me,
Yes.
most people just don't have the faith to do that. That's what it comes down to.
You know, one thing I would like to share, Pastor Sean, other people think people homeless by choice. That's not true. We all live from paycheck to paycheck.
Oh yeah.
So whenever, if you have a job, you lost your job, your family and friends will support you for how long? For a week or 2. After that, you on your own.
Yeah.
After that, you on your own. A lot of people think, oh, people are homeless because they're drug addicts. No, that's not true. There's some nice people, right, Sean? Pastor Sean?
Professionals,
that's
PhDs,
homeless.
masters,
Yes.
had great jobs, and it
Yes,
just
and then,
circumstances, situations.
exactly.
You know, remember Dave, and then the guy you gave a Bible
Yes,
to, and all them
mhm,
guys. Some of the guys was really eloquent in speech, and and then they adapted to that lifestyle. I call Florida the mecca for homeless.
Oh, yes,
It
it
probably,
is,
California, any warm place is probably a great place for them because the weather conditions is not bad on them. But for the most part, we just share the love of Jesus. I don't need to know your situation, your circumstances. You know, if you're out there, and she used to fuss at me because some people be taking the money. Let them have the food. Let them have it. Let them have it. So we just give.
That's it.
Because it comes in, goes out. Comes in, goes out.
Let me tell you one thing. The more you give, the more you receive. I remember some days, everything was due. I said, Lord, I don't know where that money's going to come from. We just went there and prayed. And then somebody just came and gave us a check. And then we was able to pay everything.
Oh yeah, I remember
Yes,
the faces.
a lot of times. And I can tell you also, Pastor Sean, a lot of people doesn't like my ministry because they say, how can you support homeless people? How can you helping people that can be out there working, doing something for themselves? They don't understand. Any of us can be in the situation anytime. You know?
Well, Jesus didn't have no address.
Exactly. No
You know
idea
what
at
I'm
all.
saying? And where did he live at? He said foxes got holes, birds got nests, but the Son of Man has no place to lay. He didn't have no address. He
No
didn't have
address, no car. He
No
used to
car.
walk.
Yeah.
He walk all
Somebody
day.
said Jesus take the wheel. No, Jesus ain't have no driver's license.
No,
you might.
Jesus used to walk.
He walked everywhere.
He used to
Donkey.
walk everywhere.
He said, "Go over there and get that donkey." He told them disciples
Yes,
to steal a donkey.
exactly. Exactly. He used to walk.
But you know, and that's what the Bible says. You know, you got to be careful how you treat people because you might be entertaining that angel unaware.
Exactly.
And there's been a couple people I said no to, and I was like, Lord, I hope that wasn't no angel because he gonna be hungry.
Because you don't know. Because sometimes somebody can come and knock on your door. It could be Jesus.
Oh yeah, that was your problem. You used to taking everybody. Your poor kids. I like, man, what? I like, don't not take that girl to your house. And here she goes, taking the girl to her house, calling me. She took she took something. I mean, but that just comes with what we do. You know, you win some, you lose. Unfortunately, you lose. You try to help people, but everybody ain't got the right.
Exactly.
We just do what we can to try to show the love of Jesus Christ. So when we get there, he will say, "Well done," instead of
done,
depart.
that's right.
You don't want to hear him say, "Get on out of here. You ain't do what I told
Apart
you
from
to
me,
do."
I don't know you.
Yeah, so he's gonna know you by your works.
Exactly. It's very important. Listen, we have to love one another. We have to love each other. When one going through some stuff, we have to go through it with them. When one happy, we have to be happy with them. A lot of people, the way they are, is like, your problem is your problem. No, that's not supposed to be. Because we all have brothers and sisters. We all have one parent in it's Adam and Eve. We all have one parent. So your problem is supposed to be my problem. Your problem is my problem. That's how it's supposed to be. But a lot of people just feel like you're going through your stuff, that's your problem. But just when you're doing good, that's when they come to you. Oh, come, let me help you. But when you're going through the hard time, a lot of time people just stay away from you.
Oh, I know,
and
yeah.
that's really bad.
It's horrible because I don't like to use this word lightly, but I was a victim of divorce, meaning that I didn't choose it, they chose it, and when that happens to you, everybody like, oh, something must be wrong. He's a person of God. He's not supposed to go through that. I don't know what Bible you reading, but them folks went through hell and high water. From the beginning to the end, every person that was using that Bible went through stuff. Now, we don't look for stuff to go through, but when I'm trying to encourage my brothers and sisters who ministers, I say, you got to remember who we are and what we're doing and what we're called to. It says, many afflictions are the righteous, but the Lord delivers us out of them all. So no matter what we're going through, we're not going to stay there and lay in it. We're going to go through it, and God's going to bring us out. And then you're going to be like, oh, I understand why I had to go through that. Now, no one chooses pain. No one chooses sorrow.
Nobody.
But it allows us to have a compassion for the people we minister to that we probably wouldn't have had otherwise. Because I've seen you hug on everybody, stinking, dirty, everybody. And I'm like, uh-oh. Interrupting. Yeah, I mean, I'm like, hug it, just relentless, you know, and I love them, but, you know, I'm like, hey, man, I got some soap, and we need to get you cleaned up, bro. But yeah, you know, it's, you know, we all need to, like you said, love is the key. That kills everything. It says covers a multitude of sins, and perfect love casts out fear. So we're not fearful of the fact that we can love you unconditionally, and that's the hard part. Like you said, they want to love you when you're up, but don't fall. You'll find out who your real friends are when you fall.
Right. Yep.
And that's why we love Jesus, because He loves us unconditionally.
That's right.
He don't put conditions, you know, tall, short, bald, fat, skinny.
Yep.
You know, any way we are.
Ugly, pretty.
Yeah, He just takes us. And family, unfortunately, family ain't like that. Friend, no one can love you like Jesus. That's why we try to share the love of Jesus through giving, through sharing, through this. You know, we praying that somebody will see this and understand that, you know, because you're from a different place and I'm from a different place, and God brought us together.
Exactly. Jesus said we have to love one another. We have to love each other. I don't care how the person look like, but we have to love one another because we all family. We all brothers and sisters.
Well, even without understanding the concept of family, this is what God showed me. Because when I pray for you guys during hurricane season, when I'm up in Ohio and West Virginia, and when there's a tragedy, people don't ask you, are you black or you? Everybody's trying to help each other.
Exactly.
You know, that's what you need to come to. But you know, to come together when there's not a tragedy. When you know, when people just not ask your neighbor, are you okay? You know, you see Bob or whatever, hey, you all right? You know, because he may have lost somebody or something. You never know. And an encouraging word could be all a person needs is to keep themselves up and from going crazy.
You don't even listen. You don't even have to know the person. Once you're out there and you see somebody going through some stuff, whatever it is, whatever the situation is, you always feel so sad to see your own brothers, sisters in the street hurting or something, you know?
Oh yeah.
So, how we listen to PaWoL I, the word, we have to love one another. We have to love each other. We have to stop killing each other. I hate to see that. To see people just pull a gun and take a knife, just stab your own. I mean, that thing don't make no sense at all.
Yeah, the world has been desensitized. They feel like, well, they're not related. Yes, we are all related. You know, I don't care what part of the world
I don't
you're
care
from.
if you're black, white, yellow, green.
We're related. We're humans. You know, you have animals and you have humans. We're related, so.
I don't care what you eat, Haitian oatmeal.
Oh yeah, I can't fool with the dietary.
Haitian oatmeal, I don't care what you eat.
One thing I can do is love. I've been able to communicate with people, especially in this season. You know, where I'm staying at right now. I have to communicate with people who don't even speak my language. But one thing that transcends is love. You know, one thing that you can communicate with people is love, agape love, real love. And people always, you know, oh, he's a big guy. That don't mean nothing. That just means I got more love to give.
Big and tall. How tall are you, Sean?
6'7".
Oh, Lord
That's
Jesus.
not tall.
The first yesterday I was like, I have to go like this. Whoa!
And Brother Joe tall too.
Who, Brother Joe?
Yeah, he about 6'5".
No, but you way taller than him.
Oh yeah, I'm taller, but
Yeah, you way taller than Brother Joe.
So the valley of love and the valley of hope. So yeah, we just like to share the love of Jesus Christ and just let people know by any means necessary that He loves you. No, I don't know where you are, how you got there, but you know, love will take you where you need to go. And I will tell anybody and everybody that's lacking any form of love, if you're not getting it from your family, if you're not getting it from your friends, even if you're not getting it from your church and your pastor, Jesus will love you. I know, because I've been there, done that.
Oh yes, yeah, that's right. It's very, another thing that's really important, we have to let each other know that we love them. A lot of times, somebody's going through some stuff, and then you just come to that person and say, I love you. And right away the person feel better. You know, but just when somebody's just going through some stuff, and you look at them like dirty, it's make it worse. But if you come to that person, just give him a hug.
Well, I don't know, because I used to be a boxer, so you can't discern my looks. You know what I'm saying? My face when I'm down, like it just looks bad, but I don't feel bad. But real quick, I connected with a ministry here, and they give out flowers. You know, they pick up flowers from the stores that's about to die, whatever, and we do. So the Lord put it on my heart to start picking up some flowers, and I walked up to a lady on my way in the library the other day, old lady, and I gave her the flowers, and she like freaked out. She's like older white lady. She's like, I haven't been giving flowers in years. Her husband's probably,
wow.
yeah, it just changed. And she chased me on, she had one of them walker things, she chased me in the library.
Wow.
Because I just try and give them and go. I don't want to have a conversation, because women may think I'm trying to flirt or something. I'm thinking like 90 years old.
She's an old lady.
That don't make no difference, but anyway, I gave it to her and I left. I didn't want to hold a conversation. I just wanted to look, you know, I said, God bless you, and took off, and she was like, she followed me in the library. It was like, no one has given me flowers in like years, you know, I just want to let you know. I was like, well, God bless you, you know, I mean, it's just something we do. And I had the Jesus on, t-shirt on, so, you know, I just, like you said, you just got, you never know. You never know.
You know, sometimes just a little thing like this can mean so much to somebody. A little thing like this, just a little, I mean, you know, there's so much stuff going in this world. There's so much, people are hurting like crazy. There's just so much stuff going on. It's like any little thing can make you feel.
Yeah, that's
so
why
much
food
better.
ministry is good, because when you give them food, you know, people's stomach, I don't care if you're rich or poor, everybody think about what they're going to eat next.
Let me tell you what happened to me last month at Valley of Love. This white man, he called and said he needs some food. Because, you know, because we had a pantry that's open 7 days a week. So when he called, and I said, well, just come. And then the next thing, he came and he was crying. I was like, are you okay, sir? He said, I didn't have nothing to eat. And that's my first time in the food pantry. I said, man, you don't have to cry. He said, you give me so much food. I didn't even know where I was going to get the food from. I said, you don't have to cry. You don't have to cry. You know me already. I took the white guy, I hug him, I kiss him, then I pray with him. He was like, thank you so much. You really helped me.
But that's one thing the people need to know. If you're in Florida, there's like 1 million food pantries. Should nobody be hungry in Florida?
Yeah, but you know one thing though? But you know one thing? Most of the pantries open once or twice a week.
Yeah, but if you could do the schedule, I mean, honestly,
a lot of them know the schedule.
Yeah, they know how.
Like you know who?
Yeah, they know what days pantries are. Yeah, so
that guy, please no name.
I ain't gonna say his name.
He goes to every food pantry every single day.
He probably needs some more freezers and refrigerators in his house.
You know, he just all over like with his walker.
And it's not a problem, because honestly, when we pick up the food from the stores, we pick up from Walmart, Costco's, Publix, Trader Joe's, Faith Farms. I'm probably leaving out something. I know, because I do the picking up. I'm serving this ministry, and the trucks be full. We have to go back, empty out, and then go back again. So we need to get rid of the food before it goes back.
Exactly.
So getting rid of the food is not so that's come as many times as you want. Man, that's what I don't have no grocery bill, because it's so much food. When them stores got to get rid of the food, and the dates, and it's food, good food. Don't think it's bad.
Yeah.
It's just a shelf date, because I used to have a retail store. You got a shelf date when stuff got to be off the shelves, but the food is still good.
Yes, it is still good.
So should nobody be hungry at all? Nobody.
And again, we're with Pastor Sean Henry Scott, Sr., all the way from Bluefield, West Virginia. He spent 6 months here and 6 months in where? Virginia, right?
Between Ohio and
Virginia.
West Virginia.
So he will come stay here for the summer. For the winter. He come here for the winter, and then by April, May, he's gone.
I love it.
Yes. Okay. So just one last word, Pastor Sean.
Once again, if you want to contact our ministry, you can call us at 614-847-2057 or by way of the internet at www.teamjesususa.com. And it's all about the love of Jesus. We ain't got no other agendas. You know, we don't petition people for nothing. My thing is this: if God don't take care of me, I'm going to lay on the beach somewhere. You know, give me something to do, and you know, I will get ghosts in a minute and go pray and meditate. But,
yes.
but other than that, we just love sharing the love of Jesus. And if you don't like me for that, too
Well,
bad.
too bad. There's nothing we can do. That's it. Well, it was a pleasure having you at PaWoL I. Thank you so much. We'd like to invite you back again before you go back to West Virginia. When you going back in April?
Should be April.
We would love to have you back again sometime next month if you're available, because I know you're always busy out there doing something. You're always busy.
Oh yeah, we got the Bible says work while it's day, because night cometh when no man can work.
Amen. All right. We're going to take a little break. We'll be right back. Thank you very much, Pastor Son.
Okay, God bless you.
So God bless. Bye-bye.
He spelled my name wrong, but y'all kept calling me
Yeah,
pastor.
You are pastor.
No, I ain't.
Well, whatever you are.
Apostle Sean.
I cannot
Sean, just say
I'm
my
sorry.
Sean. That's it.